Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel for some more Samurai Warriors 4 2 is a continuation on the Sworn Friends campaign on the 4th battle. We already have the usual 8 to 9 star of the final battle of the previous campaigns. Now we have the Battle of Oshijo, which is one of the very first Mitsunari based clash with the Tokugawa campaign. Although it's not directly in conflict with Tokugawa, however, this is actually a battle against Hojo, so let's see what happens.
Yoshitsugu は見事任務を果たし、四国征伐に貢献。勢いに乗った秀吉は九州も傘下に収める。名実ともに天下人となった秀吉は朝廷より豊臣姓を賜り、豊臣秀吉と名乗った。やがて秀吉は天下統一の総仕上げとしていまだに上洛命令に従わない北条家討伐を敢行。自ら大軍勢を率いて小田原城を包囲した。秀吉は同時に三成を大将に任じ、忍城を攻めさせる。義継はその副将として補佐を受け持つ。秀吉の期待を一身に浴び、気負う友の背を義継は優しく、そしてしっかりと見守っていた。盟友の将、忍城の戦い。
こんな大軍を指揮するのは初めてだろう。お前に対する秀吉様の期待の大きさがうかがえるな。お前もまたその期待に応え太鼓を立てたいのだろう。ならば俺を駒として使うがいい。
すまない義継。
お前は大将だ。謝るな
義継。
三成、我ら義の同志も義の駒として使うがいい。必ずや義の勝利をお前に捧げてみせる。
三成殿ならばきっと大丈夫です。さあご命令を。
お前たちもすまない。
郊外に義の同志たちか。気づけばお前にも友が増えてきたな。今のお前ならばあの男にも勝てるか。
義継、あの男とは何だ。
いや、何でもない。さあ出陣しよう。我らが総大将殿。
So that's some friendship we have there, and you, as usual, Naoe Kanetsugu always being the very hyper man, very enthusiastic, and we have loads of people we could actually select from. Well, technically I've said something about this is one of the battles that actually marked the very beginning of, Mitsunari going against Tokugawa. It's not incorrect judging from the fact that shortly after this particular, era, not really this battle, Toshie as well as Hideyoshi actually just passed away consecutively. And I guess at this particular moment, it's not obvious that what's left over of Hojo actually sided with the Tokugawa campaign, but those of you who actually remember, not only in the history but also portrayed in this video game universe, the Hojo family actually ended up siding with Tokugawa Ieyasu, minus Kaihime. Those of you who are very skeptical or who might be interested to know why Kaihime is not part of that change of siding, is because in history, though, many historians as well as historical references have hinted that after this battle of Oshijo, or actually taking out the Hojo family, Hideyoshi actually took Kaihime in as like war trophy. But in reality though, it's because Nene cannot like bear a son for him, like bear a child, not son. Let's not be racist or sexist or whatever that is. It's because he really wants a successor, so he ended up like marrying a second wife, or I don't know, third wife. But I remember he ended up marrying Kaihime. So that actually indirectly was portrayed in this particular game as ultimately in the end, even though the whole Hojo ended up like siding with Tokugawa, but Kaihime was like still a, I guess, prevalent force in the final battle of Osaka, which also featured our good old boy Yukimura, as well as I guess many of these heroes. I took an extremely hot shower and thought I'm gonna like ease out my stupid nose problem a bit. Well, nope, not gonna happen. Like the moment I got out of the shower, which is like 5-10 minutes ago, I was like, yeah, my nose felt so good. And then like 5 minutes later, the Trozy nose went like, you know what, screw you. So you thought you actually felt better, but okay, so definitely not gonna happen. I don't even know how long is this stuffy nose sensation going to last, but you know what, it's not gonna work out anytime soon because spring has officially arrived in Hong Kong, and it means intensive fog, well, newborn mosquitoes, and allergies galore. Totally what I asked for. So, back to the story though. It's more like a lot of, I guess, hidden references are in this, I guess, video game portrayal of the history. Of course, video game won't go exactly like history, and obviously there is no exact history because just like a lot of, like, I guess, historical battles and etc., there's the, I guess, the concept of victor's justice. Holy shit, my nose literally killed my brain too. Victor's justice, man. If you're the winner of the battle, you can make yourself sound like any sort of saint you want to be. So basically, I guess in the recent years, people actually like revoked the point that Tokugawa Ieyasu was an like godly figure of, like, I guess, Sengoku or the Warring States history. Yes, he has been a very, I guess talented and very like skilled in leadership. However, does not make him the best like person in history, because you all know like they have a Bakufu system, which is I guess the real power organ of a country. Like the shoguns actually still have the utmost like control over the country because they had like, I guess, the army, like all the military forces. And that situation lasted until the Meiji era, which is, I guess, the recent 150 years of history. Like, I don't know how it might sound like to foreigners, but, you know, like, you're having a puppet king, like, your monarch is a puppet for, I guess, over, like, 200 to 300 years. That is crazy, because I guess situation like that happened in Europe history too, but the problem is they had the whole Tokugawa like shogun like Bakufu thing for such a long time that in the end, like by the time of I guess like the 19th and the 20th century, when I guess foreigners come into Asia more and do I guess exports, I guess trades and stuff, they finally realized the fact that because the shoguns are so like, I guess they have those like feudalistic and like old school thinking, they cannot even fend off like foreign, I guess, powers intrusion into the country. It's not because the foreigners are mean, like a lot of like, I guess, development and I guess change and not revelation but like revolution actually comes from I guess the friction in between powers in the world, and that caused the ultimate, I guess, the Meiji Revolution. So I guess if Tokugawa Ieyasu is such a man of what he claimed to be for the great sake of, I guess, Japan, then you should have, I guess, with help of like your army forces, help protect the emperor and let him have a say. But obviously, after he united the whole Japan, well, not technically united the whole Japan, Japan is still under the king, but no one gives a crap about the king. After he forcefully collected, I guess, like, everyone's attention as well as all the, I guess, ownership of the land and have a humongous army, he actually become the hidden, like, tyrant behind the, I guess, the king's throne. He's like the shadow king. So, all in all, I guess uniting the whole, I guess, all the states together could ease the, like, I guess, the people living there of all their despair. However, though, that doesn't actually make him, like, I guess, a loyal and dedicated man to his country, like what he claimed in a lot of the, like, historical documents that he had historians wrote about him, as well as the portrayal in this game. But obviously, in game-wise, he's not that proud of himself, I guess, but, like, in real-life interpretation, as well as some of the early historians, like, stuff written about him, like those information, as well as, like, I guess the myths about him, he's, like, ultimately godlike. But seriously, it's understandable that, well, when you become such a leader, you would want to secure your power and etc. Like, there is no complete, I guess, the best option that one could take to, I guess, create or maintain a fully functional government that could do everything right. But, like, I guess if you look back, and a lot of, like, historians look back, I think initially what he did to, I guess, stop the, like, I guess, land disputes and stop all the battles that, like, went rampage in all the country was, I guess, good. So yeah, but then, like, coming back to the concentration of the battle, though, actually this is one of the battle that was also featured in 4, and I remember it was also in 3Z, which I'm not really sure about that because I haven't played 3Z since a long time ago. So this battle is actually, I guess, you should count it as, like, a finale to Hojo's reign, because after that, like, everyone from the Hojo family is just taken out, leaving behind, like, Kaihime. There are history concerning Hayakawa Dono, like, the daughter of Ujiyasu, but her references, like, I guess, as her being still alive after all the, like, battles and ordeal was not clearly specified, and yeah. So this particular, I guess, like, brutal and gruesome, like, battle that actually took out not only the Hojo family as well as a lot of people living in the, I guess, the region that they actually, like, have power over. Oshijo is actually, like, I think a splitting point in between how the, I guess, righteousness of Toyotomi and the, I guess, the ideals of Tokugawa clashes. So this actual battle is not because it's rendered in game like, oh, they're just gonna show off the flood. They actually literally flooded the whole city, which is kind of astonishing because back then, like, first of all, there's not that much pollution to actually, I guess, like, clog up the canal and stuff. And in addition to that, like, how are you even capable of calculating where and when and how to actually lead the stream of water towards wherever you want to, like, flood the place? And then it's more ridiculous that how could they, like, spoilers, which will happen very soon, like, how could they even know where to, like, apply pressure or to, like, attack on the, I guess, the dam to actually let the water flow back out? Like, here's where I find it really, like, interesting, because nowadays we have all those like, gears and, like, machineries that could actually assist us in finding out a lot of these, I guess, like, statistics. But back then, though, it's just pure, I guess, intelligence of the ancient people that could help them actually do all this. So apparently my nose just doesn't give a crap about how I am, like, working my ass off trying to cure the situation of cloggy nose and intensive nasaliness. Like, I don't even know, man. I have like different versions of nasal sprays and different like pills for allergies, as well as, I guess, just typical congestion, and none of them really work, and I'm just totally just stomped by this. Because not only when I like record it sounds really bad, it also sounds really bad when my relatives come in. Be like, are you feeling sick? I'm like, no, I can literally just like kill a, I guess, beast with my bare hands right now. I feel all energetic and stuff. It's just my nose decided to betray me by making me sound like I have a cold, which I really don't. Like, honestly, man, like, we've been like enjoying the first day of the new year, and then a lot of people came visit and went like, hey, like, you know, Hong Kong is in a situation where like daily there's at least like 50 to 70 people dying to flu. I was like, I know that. It's like, but you sound like you have a flu. I'm like, I was like, curse you, man, don't jinx me. I don't have a flu. I feel really well. I don't have like fever. I don't have nothing. I don't cough. I don't even sneeze, for God's sake. It's just because my allergies make me sound like a butt doesn't mean I actually is sick right now. I is sick. What the hell? I am sick right now. I guess like the lack of oxygen intake due to, I guess, clogging nose does make a difference somehow, but like, honestly speaking, does it really matter that I'm actually having a runny nose? Does it affect my health? Apart from, I guess, the fuzziness in the head for not concentrating, nothing, absolutely nothing. Like, seriously, I don't even feel like there's a pressure. It's just like when you lack oxygen, you just feel really like your head feel fuzzy. I hope that's how it felt like when you lack oxygen, because I just took a guess. I'm not even sure if it's correct. But basically, oh god, I just saw like the stupid title like of the, I guess, mission. It says, prevent any of your allies from being beaten up. And let me tell that to you, like, right off the bat. It will not happen. Like, it's not because I suck, it's just because basically what will happen is, like, most of the time they will say, hey, help me, and by the time you send one of your partners over to help them, they already died. So I will try my best to accomplish the, like, win this battle without losing any of your comrades, but let's just say it's not gonna happen. It's just, nope, not gonna work. Speaking of the game, going back into the game, although the, I guess, difficulty levels significantly differs from what we usually find in a campaign, but probably because I have already been using Mitsunari for quite a lot, or maybe it's because I'm getting the hang of the whole Samurai Warriors series again. I noticed like there's a progression in the recording time. It's more like, hey, for some reason my recording actually becomes shorter and shorter. And I'm pretty sure it's just because, I guess, I get to warm up and like feel more familiar with the controls. That's what I think. And yeah, like, the only reason why I am really reluctant on making longer videos is only because, first of all, not everyone enjoys, I guess, optic fiber speed internet, and then second of all, rendering is very tough because the raw file is, for some reason, like, the raw file comes in 3 tracks. The track of the video footage, the track of someone just passed away, the track of the video, and then the, I guess, the sound from the video input, and then there's the third track, which is what my voice. So, like, no matter what, there's no way it's gonna come in as one, and plus, like, if I don't edit, sometimes I talk into the cutscenes, which I really don't like, because I want my audience to actually hear the cutscenes like the way it is. For those of you who are actually confused why my nose suddenly don't sound nasally, is because I'm actually holding nasal spray thingamajiggy right up my nose. It sounds really gross, but you know, like, better than hearing me talk like I'm having something stuck in my nostrils. Yeah. See, I'm just saying, it's not the problem that, like, the difficulty, no, I should say, it's not that the difficulty is not hard enough. It's more like I get, like, so used to the controls now that I don't feel that much of a difficulty. Wow, I like how Mitsunari is like, oh my god, like, I didn't complete this battle. in perfection because people actually saw through my tactic of flooding. Because I don't know, have you been noticing, like, Kaihime ordered people to actually knock a hole in the wall and they actually succeeded, so like totally Mitsunari is stumped. And here's cutscene.
俺は今不甲斐なさでいっぱいだ。秀吉様に顔向けできぬ。
三成殿、顔を上げてください。勝利を収めることができた。それで十分ではないですか。
そうだ三成、我らの義世に示すことができたぞ。
違うのだ。俺が求めていたのは天下の軍としての完璧なる勝利だが、これは天下に俺の未熟さを露呈しただけではないか。
三成では到底家康には勝てぬな。
高虎、
お前はそれでも奴を支えるつもりか。
三成は戦下手だ。そして甘い。家康と比べれば経験、器、全てにおいて劣る。そして最大の欠点は情だ。家康のように非常になりきれぬ、捨てきれぬ。だがそこに惹かれる男たちは確かにいる。そして俺もまたその一人だ。三成を見捨てることはできぬ。
それが流れか。
ああ、残念ながらな。
We already know that Mitsunari is, well, he is smart, he's talented, he's dedicated, and he's loyal, but like there's a lot of flaws in him, especially in the department of just being overly like merciful to a lot of people and too concentrated on the end result more than like actually the process of doing it. So sometimes he put up plans like the flooding that end up backfiring. As expected, the last battle will be Sekigahara, and let's see what happens to Yoshitsugu and his fate with Mitsunari in the next battle. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.